Anybody know what this is? It's a staff. And who uses a staff like this? Raise your hand. Shepherds use a staff like this. In fact, they use a staff like this a couple different ways. One of which they can use the staff to kind of guide their sheep. It's also said that when they have a sheepfold or a gate, they'll use a staff like this so that only one sheep will go through at a time, go into the enclosed gate so that they can check over and make sure the sheep are okay. And then there's one other way that a shepherd uses a staff like this. He can use the crook of the staff to pull a sheep up that has fallen down or fallen into a ravine, and he can lift it up. So that's the shepherd's staff. It's also the symbol for a pastor, and it was also the inspiration for one of these. A candy cane. Yeah, now I got your attention. All right. All right. Now you see how they kind of look a lot alike? Yeah. Many, many years ago, as the story goes, there was a candy maker in Indiana who came up with the idea of a candy cane. And he first started off with a white peppermint candy, and he just made this. And then he decided to add the red stripe. And anybody have any idea of why? What's white and red have to do with all of this? You know? It's Christmas. Now it's Christmas, but back then it meant something different. The white was purity and holiness for that baby Jesus that was born pure and holy. But the red is for blood. The red is the stripes of Jesus in his sacrifice, because we know that that baby Jesus that was born holy and pure, he was also born to die on a cross and save us from our sins. And he had to die and bleed to do that. So today a lot of times people think, what letter is that? That's a J. They think of the candy cane as a symbol for Jesus, and that's right. It's a symbol of Christmas. It's one of those things. But I want you to remember that mostly it goes back to the shepherd's staff, because Jesus is our good shepherd. And just like I showed you the many ways that a shepherd will lead and guide his sheep and sometimes even pull them out of trouble, that's exactly what Jesus does for you and me. He is constantly guiding and leading us and pulling us out of trouble. So, candy canes. You guys like peppermint? Yeah, maybe, maybe not. Well, I'll tell you what. I'm going to give you one, and if you don't like it, I'm sure there'll be somebody sitting beside you that does. When I went to the store to look for a candy cane, I find out there is now 48 different flavors. But you get the original. Yay! Thanks for coming up.